Alright, so here's the version of what we did on Netbeans, or what at least I've shown in the slides. So I'll go to File, New Project. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to select Java Web Application. Next, I'm going to give it a name. So this is class presentation. And hit Next. I want to make sure that it's on Apache Tomcat 7. That's the newest version. So next, I don't need to select any framework for now. I can make everything work. So hit Finished, and this is going to create my project. Again, if you look at the JSP file, right, this looks like a plain HTML. Again, HTML is just a document, right? It starts off with the HTML tags and ends with an HTML tag. HTML consists of a head and body. The head are JavaScripts or CSS files or the title or any meta tags. Meta tags are just used by robots, so you won't need to add a lot. You will eventually learn about these when you move towards web applications. So in the body, the content of the body, whatever you place in there, is what's going to be seen on the web. So this is just the header. So I can always create a break, right? Of course, break is just a break. So this is an HTML. Right? Fuck it. Let me just run this. So this is gonna compile. You can see it from here. Apache Tomcats log. It's being deployed. It's running. Now again, anything here should have to be run, or runs at least on the server, before it actually pops up on a browser, right? So this is going to go straight to the server. It's going to be processed by the server. Everything will become HTML, and it's going to show on a browser, right? That's why we can include code that is not HTML, right? Let's see if this actually works. It's going, it's going, it's going. There. You can see this is the name of the project we created, and this is what it includes. If we go to view page source, we should be able to see whatever was there a while ago. Right, so let me just bring this down. You can see that this is the exact feature that you saw, right? Except for this part. Look, this is a page directive, right? So whatever I put in between these tags are going to be processed by the server. What's the name of the server that processes these codes? It's Apache Tomcat, right? So let me just, all right, so in the presentations I showed you that you can actually do you can output to the screen using code. So if you remember back in Java, we used to do this with the system.out. However, this is no longer, you don't want to output to the command. So what you'll just use will be the out, and you're just going to use the input output writer for printing. Oops, print, and then you can output anything you want. So now there, right? Now remember, no matter how many lines you go, whatever you put in between these two lines, right, are considered as code. So you can always write another line, go here and say hello there, and those statements again with semicolon there. I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna run it. There, test output hello. I can even include an HTML portion on this, something like this. So guess what happens? I'm gonna put a break here as well, just to make sure. There, this is HTML, this is plain text, this is HTML. What's gonna happen is, in the server, it's gonna run, and it's still going to convert this into HTML tags. You can see, let me show this to you on Firebug. There you go. So this was the plain text. This part was the code we placed. This is code, this is code, this is also code. You can see from here, right? Now similarly, we can put other commands that we learned. We can actually put like a for loop and say for int I equals 0, I less than, let's say 5, and I plus plus. And I can go like this and then say just out dot print line I, oops, number I. Concatenation works the same way. Shouldn't be a problem, right? Oops. There we go. So let me save this. I can run this. Refreshing it's gonna do the job. Oops, there's a problem. What's this problem? An error occurred at line 26. Syntax error finally to complete the statement. It seems I have something extra. There you go. There is an extra closing one. So let me just remove that. Save it. Again, if you've noticed from the errors that you get on the screen, you can determine which part or what part gives the error. Okay, so the HTTP 500 is just a server error. That means the statement went on the server and it gave an error. The error that you get is an error 500, right? So just check your code, and if it's okay, you fixed it. You can always refresh, and there you go, number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So what other things do you think you can do on this one? You can always put an if statement, you can always try the while statement, you can always try the switch statement, so on and so forth. So I'll give you some time to actually try these, and we will move on to the next portion. Now remember, you can always right click, run file, right, compile file, and so on and so forth. So if you create, just in case you create another JSP file, right, you need to set this up again. If you remember, we can always set these up, right? So I'll leave you guys to try out the other statements through these, right? Now also you can place multiple ones, so it shouldn't be a problem as well, right? There. Oops. Let me just put a shorthand version of this. You can say what's up. Shorthands should always end at the same line. There we go. So it should say what's up, hello world, break, my name, test output, break, hello, and then print line is print the numbers. So this should come out like this. Just before the hello world is the what's up, right? Okay, so go ahead and try it out.